The ringing won't stop.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
This program has been brought to you by China. Yes, China. Your friendly communist neighbors. We own all of your shit now, including your government.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, viewer discretion is advised.
Greetings, one and all, and welcome to YouTube Talk here with Stone Cold Loki. Before we get into it, I got two pieces of business I got to take care of. Number one, thank you, Mr. Funk, with a $10 super chat. says, bringing the funk to Valhalla. Thank you so very much, sir. You guys keep the fires burning bright here in Valhalla. And this one, sir, is just for you. Skull!
A dollar? I've never seen a dollar. Nobody's got a dollar. Let us see the dollar. There it is. It's beautiful. Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill.
Take your hat off, boy. That's a dollar bill. The second piece of business before we get into it today. We lay to rest an old friend. Do 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 do. Do, 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 do. Goodbye. You're going into the shoebox of memories, bro. And we are putting on the new AC/DC beanie. Thank you very much, old AC/DC beanie. You were such a good friend, seeing me through many dangers, and now you may make your final rest in the shoebox of YouTube memories. After like 3 weeks of waiting on this damn thing, it's finally here. And you know what? I have to say, it's just as comfortable and nice as the other one. I like it. I like it a lot. Out with the old, in with the new. What is up, everybody? How's everybody doing? What's up? Backtube, what's up, brother? How are you doing? Over on the Rumbles. Good to see you, my friend. How are you guys doing? Holy crap, Claude, good to see you. Punk Waddle, what's up? I saw Tony in here earlier. How you doing? What's up, Pat S? Pat S. Guys, don't mess with Pat S. He's a mean SOB. I tell you what, Jedi Master, what's going on, brother? Good to see you. Good to see you. It's good to see everybody. Thank you so very much. There will be a schedule change next week because I'm off. I'm out. I'm done. I've got a whole nother 2 years of bullshit to deal with, but not at the moment. So you guys are be getting a show Monday morning, Wednesday morning for YouTube Talk, and Friday morning for the week in review. We will not be coming back Tuesdays or Thursdays. We might do some gaming stuff later in the day, but we're not going to come back in the mornings on Tuesdays and Thursdays. Thank God. I was afraid that you had to go through a Texas July without a knit cap. I know. It gets so cold in Texas in July. Holy crap. That's why I have a hoodie on and a beanie. Actually, it gets really cold in this house because Eris keeps it like an iceberg. Don't tell her I said that. And I won't argue with her. So I don't know. I'd rather be cool and put something on to stay a little warm than be so hot that I'm sweating through my clothes and I can't do anything about it. So I know Tim Pool only wishes he can look that good in a damn beanie. That's right. And you know what? It was high time. I got another one. I looked at some of the other ones. There was like a black and back beanie, but it wasn't like a toque. It was like a skull cap. And I was like, dude, I'm not big on those. I'm not big on those. No, I'll be on Talk Hard. I'll be on Talk Hard on Tuesday. I'm just talking about something later in the evening, and that's Pops' show. So no, I'll still be there for Talk Hard. I can't do anything in the mornings on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So not going back to every day a week. Not going to do it. Wouldn't be prudent at this juncture. I like my paper towels. Get a gift set of paper towels for Gorby. Whole point is paper towels good. Blowers bad. What's up, everybody? Let's get into it. All right. So everybody knows that people are looking for subscribers. Give me subscribers, Loki. Tell me how to get some subscribers. I'm not going to tell you how to get subscribers. You go out and you figure it out and work on your shorts, work on your uploads, work on your live streams. But I will tell you this, and this is what we're going to talk about for the first part of the show today. You can't let subs change who you are and what you do. And so many times, what I've seen over and over and over again, what does Papa have to say? Temple is hiding a Quado under his beanie. I know, right? It's like Quaid, Remars under the beanie. I'm not, obviously. I just got a head of hair, which will be gone Thursday. since I'm going back and getting the head shaved, the razor shave, so good, so very good. Love getting a razor shave and gonna get all trimmed up and nice looking for 4th of July. I'm grinding thanks to you, Loki. Dude. No, thank yourself, brother. Thank yourself. Don't worry about thanking me. Thank yourself and be happy with what you have, because that's the biggest thing. That is the biggest thing. And that is the biggest problem that leads to people not being genuine. Oh my God, I'm worried about subscribers. Oh my God, I'm worried about the money. We're going to get into the money in the second half of the show. But the big thing to start to show up is, do not let the subscribers change you. I'm not talking about what happens when you get subscribers. I'm talking what happens when you don't have subscribers. I'm talking about what happens when you're sitting there and you're like, oh my God, I plateaued. What am I going to do? Am I going to pay for him? Am I going to fight for him? Am I going to go over and cause drama for him? Am I going to have to kiss some butt? Which we've seen over and over and over and over and over again. People licking ass, kissing ass, on their knees, knee pads shined up. Just give me a couple little subs. And what most people don't realize is only like 10 to 15% of those subs you get, ass kissing, ass licking, butt munching, are going to stick around. 10 to 15% of everything you get from other channels, that's what's going to stick around. But Loki, what the hell are you saying? Are you saying if I get 30 subscribers from going on the snow dubs, that only 3 of them are going to stick around? At the end of the day, most likely 10 to 15%. That's about 3 to 5. So you've got about 3 to 5 that are going to stick around. The rest, they just sub because someone told them to. It doesn't mean they're going to watch your content. That doesn't mean they're going to show up at the live streams. It especially doesn't mean they're going to give you any damn money. And if you're worried about that, then that's all you're going to be worried about. That's all you're going to concentrate on. You have to go out and earn it. It's something you have to do. And if you are stuck, if you are worried, the last thing you need to do is cry like a little bitch. The last thing you need to do is get all up in my little pee-pees and cry into my whiskey glass because I'm not growing. That changes you. Do you not understand that? Do you not understand the fact that changes you? It turns you into something that you are not. And people notice that. Do you know what? You know what matters more than anything right now? Is genuine. People being genuine. People being themselves. People doing their very best to entertain you while still sticking to who they are. Tony Stark says the best way to get subscribers, upload. Don't stop. Don't do drama or the things that are negative. Upload. Right? Well, what happens when you're uploading, and it's still not happening? Oh my God, Loki, I've got to do this. Oh my God, Loki, I've got to do that. Oh my God, I plateaued and I'm never going to move again. That is not true. And as much as Tony's like upload, sometimes it doesn't change anything. You have the same people watching your content that you had last week, that you had the week before that, you had the week before that. It's not about how many videos you can put out in a week. Oh my God, Loki, I put out 30 videos this week. How many people watch those videos? I don't know. How many people tuned in and watched the whole videos? I don't know. Go to your analytics. Look, if it's really that important to you. I have to cry every time I play the damn horse clip. You should be overjoyed every time. Why do you think every time someone's like, boom, I'm like, play the damn clip? Why? Because they're investing their time and money to get you to play the horse clip, even if you don't like it. It could be worse too. It could be the old horse clip. Glup, 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 glup. Do you want to ride the white horse? You cannot let your thirst for growth fundamentally change who you are and what you were doing. It's one thing to be dedicated. It's one other thing to bang your head on a keyboard and constantly be like, what am I doing wrong? Why isn't this working? Why blah, blah, blah? And then crying about it and being like, I'm too depressed now to do anything. Get the fuck out of here. And no, I'm not just talking about chicks. Guys do it too. I've seen it. The entire sub game can change someone, whether they don't have any, whether they are waiting to get more, or whether they are 10,000 miles ahead of you and into the 100K territory. There's good change and there's bad change. And deviating away from who you are is not good change. You should be leaning into who you are, not deviating from who you are. The chase of the algorithm is real. Do not let the algorithm trick you and pull you into doing something fundamentally stupid and going against everything you are. But Loki, what if it's getting me subs? Will it keep getting you subs? Do you have to play a game and go through this? Oh my God, I've got to act like this person that I'm not even really this person. And I get so sick and tired of it. And I got to act like this, and I got to do these things, and I got to go on there even when the sad clown is crying. I've even got to go on there and be the sad clown. You know what? You're a sad fucking clown just for saying shit like that. You're a sad clown just for acting like that. Do not do it under any circumstances. Do this whole, I'm this sad clown who makes content. You get to do something and get to produce something that people wished they could do. Do you know how many people make it over the 1K mark? Give me a percentage. How much of YouTube gets over the 1K mark? It's dropped too in the last year. It's massively dropped. Why? Because there was such an influx of people during the coup, because everybody wanted to be a rock star on YouTube. Why? Because they never thought they would leave their damn house again. They were like, I'm like stuck here. If I'm gonna be stuck here for the rest of my life, I might as well go on YouTube and be something. And what happened? You've got a few people that stick around for fun. Daryl, fun. It's all about the fun. It's all about hanging out. It's all about hanging out with good people, having a good time. Others, oh, I don't ever want to go back to a real job again. Money, 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 money. DJ, what's up, brother? What's up, DJ? Good to see you, bro. He's like, oh my God, I freaking made it. Welcome. Samurai, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. How are you doing, brother? Gun Bunny, are you doing a hump day stream? Snowdub, I don't know. Snowdub, are you doing a hump day stream? Snowdub's like, yes, hump day goes down in 6 hours from now. Make sure you make it over Snowdubs and catch his hump day. Hump day. This is a hobby for me. See, here's the thing. There's people like Jedi. There's people that are like, I'm going to look at this as a full-time job. And then there are individuals, I'm not going to say people, I'll say individuals that will slit your throat and stab you in the back as many times as possible, like Caesar going into the forum, getting stabbed 1,001 times, and then laying there twitching, going, et tu, prote? Because they want what other people have. I've talked about it before. I've said it before. I want this guy's money. I want this guy's subscribers. I want this guy's this. I want this guy's that. I want to do it. And they don't ever understand that for so many people, this started out as like, you know what? I'm going to do this and I'm going to have a fun time. I didn't make a dime when I started Mornings of Mischief. Not one damn dime. Not one damn dime for about half a year. Nothing. And it was a lot harder then to become a creator than it is now. They've simplified it. Now, the problem is staying here once you do that. Backtube says, I was hungry for subs when I started. Then I realized that I have to change who I am just for the algorithm. Not happening. I'm so thankful for the 450 subs and the loyal viewers that show up. And ladies and gentlemen, that is what it's all about. All of it. You can hem, haw, argue it, be like, Daryl doesn't know what the hell he's talking about. That is what it's all about. When I started this, I had less than 10 people watching. Less than 10 people watching. Like half a dozen. It's up to you how you want to take this. But never forget that other people are watching and other people are paying attention. And if your modus operandi is I'm going to use this person to get what I want, and then I'm going to leapfrog, and I'm going to use this person to get what I want, I'm going to use this person when I get what I want, I'm going to use this person. People figure that out. They're not dumb. They know when that creator they watch or that friend they had changed. They know and they notice when suddenly everything comes about subs. I'm not getting enough subs. I'm crying in my whiskey glass. And I've got more subs than you. So my opinion matters more than you. I mean, imagine being mad up your own ass. That's all that matters. That's all you care about. That's all you want. Subs and money. Give me subs and money. Give me subs and money. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back grill. Canadian Spider-Man, what is up? He said hello and good day, buddy. What is going on, brother? It is good to see you. The Canadian Spider-Man is here watching. You keep on keeping on, Spider-Man. It gets to the point where you know what's going to happen, and you've seen it all before. And you can try and give your advice. You can try and be like, listen there, little buddy. You don't want to act like that because only turd bangers and wranglers act like that. But they're going to do it anyway. And they're going to get all worked up. They're going to get themselves worked up. They're going to get you worked up because they're constantly going to be telling you everything that's wrong with them and everything they're going through and how they just need that little sub count to go back up and they'll be right as rain again. They'll be happy again. Oh my God, Loki, it's so terrible that I just can't get over that 1800 mark or that 1900 mark or that 2K mark. You can't just manufacture it or cry to someone and expect it to happen. What's up, Tom? It's good to see you, brother. Tom knows. That's why it's freaking. You said you weren't going to say anything about that. Yeah, I did. I promised. I'm sorry. 158 subs, and I have 5 to 6 regular viewers. Dude, I try. When I catch you. I try and catch you. When I see you on, I try. I do my best. I wish I could catch everybody more. Sometimes lately I've missed snow because I've been jumping through hoops with work and BS and dealing with crap. And sometimes I can't. And I wish I can. I wish I had more time in the day to do more here with everybody. I'm gonna be really lucky that I can bring back a little bit of the morning, bring back Monday and Wednesday, and move YouTube Talk back to Wednesday morning at 8. So I'm going to do that for maybe a month or two. And then it's back to trying to figure out a good time to do it in the afternoon. But I'm going to try and get everything lined up when we do make the switch back that it's easy for people to be like, oh, I know Loki's on at this time. So I'm going to check it out. And Tom, I hope you had a good time watching Jaws, dude. I watched all 4 movies, and 3D and 4 are so hard to get through. I love 1 and 2. Absolutely love 1 and 2. But 3D and 4 are like, ugh. And I like SeaWorld. I like the idea of something happening at like SeaWorld. It just didn't quite work out the way I think it did. Post with a schedule. I know. That's what I've got to do. I'm gonna get Eris to do like a banner that's like, okay, Loki's gonna be on here, here, and here. I'm gonna try that out when we switch back to mornings next week. I'm gonna try and give you guys a schedule. Um, and hopefully I can keep it. That's been the big thing is like I want to do a Taco Tuesday at night. But if I've been like if I'm running around with a chicken with my head cut off like I was yesterday, there's just no time. It's like, okay, well, cut everything else in my life out if I want to do that. Lady Miss, so good, very good to see you. Scheduling is important and consistency is so very important. Making sure people know, hey, I'm on, this time every day or 3 times a week or whatever it is. Try and get back to gaming too. There's so much stuff I want to do that I'm like, I feel like my hands are tied. But I'm trying to make my situation better and our situation better. Eris has been kicking butt and taking names, absolutely taking no prisoners. She's like, all right, now you know why I have no life. Exactly. I just wish I could catch more movies. I think we're gonna go see Jurassic Park this weekend. God help me. I love that first movie. Second one's good too, but man, holy shit. Tom is an inspiration to us smaller channels. Always has been. Absolutely. Absolutely. And he's there for so many people. I remember, God rest his soul, our good friend Klobby being like, "Oh, dude, I love going over to Tom's," and he never had a negative thing to say ever about anybody, ever. He always loved going over to Tom's. Um, he loved getting invited. It always made him smile. You could hear it in his voice. Him and Doomcock getting to go to Tom's, being on Tom's was like an honor, and getting to go on Doomcocks too. He loved it. So much love. It's almost gay. I know. I love the big guy. I miss him. That's one big thing that's hurt this year is missing Clobby. It just hasn't been the same kind of year. And not having time to do the comic book roundtable, clobbering times as a comic book roundtable. There's so much stuff. I'm like, God, I wish I had more time for. I wish I had more time for games. I wish I had more time for movies. I wish I had more. And you spread yourself so thin, like butter, like Bilbo said, butter scraped over too much bread, and you burn out. You absolutely burn out. I'm a couple days late for gay love. Yeah, but you're the little guy. Absolutely. Absolutely. Um, I've told that about that story about 1,000 times where we went down and hung out with him at Twin Peaks, and the girls were just like, the little eyelashes going, and they just loved him. They absolutely loved him, and it just fawned all over the big guy. So it was always so cool. Absolutely. Um, and that's what this stuff is about. I keep trying to tell people when we were in Florida, we got to hang out with Loriana. Absolutely wonderful. Getting to hang out with Loriana, walk around Universal with her, hit up Voodoo Donuts. We had a great time. And we had a great time in Vegas the last time we were there. We had a great time in Dallas the last time we were there. Getting to hang out with this crazy guy, absolutely phenomenal. When everybody came here for Valhalla Con, getting to hang out with this guy, getting to hang out with Akimi, getting to hang out with Mark. So many good memories of meeting up and hanging out and having a good time. That's what's important. The people that come in and listen to you every day. That is what is important. It's not about how many subscribers you have. It's not about chasing the algorithm. It's about those times and the interactions you have. This guy, hanging out with him on Friday nights has been an absolute blast. Watching him fall out of his chair because he's laughing at something that happened. Absolutely great time. I can imagine what it'd be like if like the Cotton Council all got together. I know Snowdub can't imagine it because he's never done it, but he's gonna be like, son of a bitch. Those times, those are the really good times. What's C word? What is everybody talking about? C word. What's wrong with the C word? Oh, for fuck's sake. And if he'd have been there, it'd been hoot too. We'd had just as good of a time. Those are the things that matters. Just remember that. When people are scrambling over themselves to try and get subscribers, to try and get a hold of the money, to try and get a hold of a little fame, to try and get a hold of that chick they thought they could never pull, just remember, it's not about any of that horse shit. It's about this. It's about this. It's about hanging out. It's about being personal. It's not about the money. It's not about the subs. It's not about the clout. It's not about the fame. It's not about any of that. It's about the friends we make along the way. It's about the people in our lives. It's about that buddy you met up at the convention with and hung out with all weekend and were like, holy shit, dude, I'll call you when I get back. That's what it's about. That's what you got to hold on to and remember are the most important things. The guilt farming to get more subs is never going to work out for you. Okay, for anybody out there that's like, oh, well, so far, Loki, the guilt farming's got me, blah, 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 blah. People will get sick and tired of your whining, your bitching, your moaning, and your crying. I had to deal with someone for the first couple of years I was on YouTube that would literally break down and bawl. Oh, they weren't invited to something. And then when I did invite them to something, horrible time. The whole time they were having a horrible time and they shouldn't have come. And they blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, God, get over all that shit and just have a good time. But they couldn't. Why? Because they were on a mission. They were on a mission to get attention, to get subscribers, and to make people feel bad for them so that they keep getting invited instead of just being themselves and having a good time. Because really, that's all you got to do. This guy, absolute nutter on his stream. I can't wait to meet him. I can't wait to hang out with him. This guy, one of the coolest, chillest penguins. And literally, we're walking around Dallas and he's like, penguin, quack, quack, quack. I'm just kidding. But San Antonio, not Dallas. San Antonio. It's not about how many subs, it's who supports. I hate to pull like a Vin Diesel, but it's family. It's the people that come in, the people that hang out with you, the people that treat you like a person. It's not about the people that guilt farm. It's not about the people that pull their bullshit. Not about any of that. It's definitely not about the money, which we're going to get into here in just a minute, because I couldn't believe this shit when I saw this. Tony Stark says, guilt farming, no. Experiment with your uploads. Throw shit out there and find out what sticks. I added a VTuber act and PNG tuber stuff do some of my videos. I'm overhauling my shorts game. Good for you, bro. Keep at it. Keep trucking. Keep fighting. Snowed up. It's not about, oh, yeah. I forgot about that. And you guys know what we're going to give Snowed Up. Light the fires in chat. Let Snowed Up know, dude. You love him. Thank you for helping keep the lights on in Valhalla. This one's for you, brother. A little skull and tuck and roll. Loki, that person is why Motley Crue made that song. You're invited, but your friend can't come. That's right. That's right. Pretty much. And Dan Funk throwing out some fire. Thank you, brother. He got the memo. Light the fires and light a bonfire big enough so the gods notice us again. Right? Right. Okay, so how many people here know who DSP is? Anybody here know who DSP is? DSP, the gaming guy, that guy that plays games and eats like apparently Sonic and Church's chicken and weird McDonald's and weird shit. Anybody know who this guy is? Yes. Yes. No, that's not the same guy. DJ. DJ knows who's the hell I'm talking about. So I couldn't believe this the other day. Okay, so Snowdub, right? Snowdub does goals. He does goals for his channel. I have no problem with that. I think everybody throws up a goal. Hey, if we get here, we'll do this, blah, 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 yada, 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 right? The e-beggar. Yes, thank you. Okay. So this some bitch is like, I thought, okay, so apparently he didn't meet his goal while he was streaming a video game. Okay, let me express something to you guys. I am very grateful when you guys throw a super chat out there. Why? Because it helps pay for StreamYards. It literally helps keeps the lights on because I pay an electric bill. I pay an electric bill with the damn with the money, with the moonies. It keeps the internet on, yada yada. It basically keeps me able to stream. All right. So I appreciate it. When you guys throw me something when I'm doing a video game, that's even more like, holy shit, thank you guys. Seriously, because it's not like this. We're not having an intimate talk. We're not sitting here talking business. We're not talking about how you're working on something. When I'm playing a video game, I am extremely grateful because I'm just having fun playing a video game. I don't expect anything from that. I don't. And it's just me wanting to share like how I get excited, or because I get excited. I talk a whole bunch of shit when I'm playing games, you shall not pass, all that shit. I have a fun time. I don't expect anything from you guys. So when you guys throw me something, I am very appreciative of that. When I see someone basically pissing all over his supporters and the people keep basically keeping him and being able to play video games and eat shitty takeout food like Sonic, I'm like, dude, what is going on? Dude, Critical Drinker, what is up, brother? It is good to see you. Hell yeah. Thank you for hopping in, bro. Starker Byron says, a wise man told me to pay it forward. That's right. You pay it forward. Another wise man told me to support your small community creators. With this, I will hopefully be an example of both. Tony, thank you so very much. And I know exactly which one you want. I know which one I'm going to give you because you two have something in common. Skull!
You're a very funny man, senor.
I am a very funny man. What's up, Snacks? Good to see you, brother. The little green goblin. How are you doing, bro? It's good to see you, man. So this guy's just like, well, if we don't get to the goal, then I can't eat the new meal from Sonic. And I'm like, new meal from Sonic? What in the shit is this? What in the hell? The new combo meal. I'm gonna get the new combo meal, but you guys gotta make those donations happen. You gotta complete the goal. We gotta do it. Otherwise, I'm not gonna eat. I'm not gonna sit here and try the new chicken nuggets. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? You're gonna shit on your subscribers because they didn't give you enough money? What in the hell is going on with this picture? Why do you think it hurts them that they're not going to sit there and watch you eat chicken nuggets? Is that like a punishment because they didn't give you enough money? If that's all you care about is the acquiring wealth, why are you on YouTube? Why are you here? If all you care about is money and people buying you Sonic burgers, which is shit food to begin with, why are you here? Why are you doing that? Yeah, life goals, right? Life goals. To get enough money from your subscribers to buy Sonic hamburgers. They brought him a freaking Nintendo Switch too, and it wasn't good enough. It wasn't good enough. And this right here, what's up, brother? He said gratitude, entitlement. One reaps what they sow. And they need to. They need to. This is a gift. This is a gift that hey, you know what? For all those people that are like, man, I want to be a lifetimer, and then they get that is a gift. Because the entertainment gods looked down on the little creator and said, we are going to lift you up and we are going to make sure that you make a living. That is a gift, and you should be thanking God every single day. Not to go too religious on anybody, but you should. You should be like, God, thank you for giving me the ability to make a living and not be out there sweating my ass, painting a house, working off the back of a truck, doing whatever it is that you could have been doing instead of doing this. Thank your audience. Hey guys, thank you so much for everything you do. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you so much for being here when I'm live, because you all make this happen. How freaking hard is that? How freaking hard is that? You know, one of the hardest things it is for me to do, it's listen when someone's praising me. When someone's like, Loki, you've been here, you've done that. I'm like, nah, we're not going to do that. Because I'm not a guy that just, oh, please heap the praise on me, oh, giant ones. I'm not good with shit like that. I'm much easier to take criticism, be like, Loki, your show is shit. Okay, I'll try and find a way to make it better. Narcissists rarely fare well. Too many expecting the social media thing to be easy. Oh, you're on social media, so I guess you don't work for a living. I'm like halfway in, halfway out of this thing. I did this Monday through Friday for 5 years. Every single day, sometimes multiple times a day. Now I'm like maybe 3 days a week. I'm halfway retired. And still, I'm just like, how could you look at this and be like, it's like gutting the golden goose. It's exactly what Disney did. They gutted the golden goose. They gutted Star Wars. They gutted Marvel. They took all the eggs out and they were like, well, look what we got. Yeah, but you could have kept. And you have to act like an ass. Why would you have to act like an ass? 5 years is like 50 years in internet. Well, dude, I started in 2019, October of 2019. The channel's older than that, but that's because I did like Star Wars and Star Trek videos and music videos, and I never took anything seriously. And then for 5 years, I did nothing but take it seriously. And now I'm like, well, I'm here, but I'm like, I'm doing other things and I'm expanding my what all the things I'm doing, and I'm not just so focused on this that's I can't see everything else around me. Everybody wants to be successful. I get it. But if you're successful enough to get your chat to send you enough money to buy a Switch 2, why on earth would you spit in their face the next week like it wasn't enough? You guys bought me this Switch 2, but you're not really supporting me now that I'm playing the games on it. So I might just have to like not play it. They bought you the damn thing. They bought you Mario Kart. And now you're like, well, since I'm not making enough money doing this, oh God, help me, dude. I know at least 10 people in here that would be like, hey man, I would love, a Switch 2 from my audience. And you're just gonna spit on it and piss on it and piss it away because you want to make more money. It's all about the more money, isn't it? It's all about the more money. Either it's subs or money. That's all what it comes down to is subs and money. Instead of just having a good time, instead of enjoying the time you have, instead of enjoying the people that are around and that you get to talk to, especially the ones that go Star Wars, nothing but Star Wars, na 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 na. That's it. People that do what you're talking about are playing the famously fun game. Fuck around and find out. Enough time and they get taught the lesson. I heard the love of money is the root of all evil somewhere. That's you don't need to be chasing that. It's the same thing as chasing subs, except it's worse. It's greedy as fuck. Appreciate the things you have. Appreciate the people that you have, that you are spending time with. Appreciate the fact that you're not the 95% of YouTube that doesn't have over 100 subs. Subs and money, rather have boats and hoes. And why? A PS5, which was given to me by several dear friends, is what I broadcast with, unless I'm using Steam. Mark got a PS5. Mark uses it to stream. Mark has a good time. Mark doesn't go, hey, I pushed my friends into this so that I could make money. Why aren't you guys giving me money? Thank you. Thank you. You want to know what, guys? I'm content with all of you here, being here and hanging out and talking and going over this. I'm content with how many people show up on Friday night. I'm content with how many people are subbed to my channel. Why? Because I don't have to cut anybody's throat. I don't have to dick anybody over. I don't have to fight with a whole bunch of people. I don't have to drama farm. I don't have to do any of that. I can talk about games. I can talk about movies. I can talk about TV shows. I can do what I do and what I love to do. If someone invites me on something, great. There's been times I turn shit down. There was a guy with like 100-something-thousand member channel that was like, hey, come and do this. And I was like, sorry, bro, I'm going out with the missus and I can't make it. I wish I could. Maybe next time. I'll let you know. When you got money, hoes come automatically. Sorry, dude, don't worry about it, man. You're good. I use that mostly for scripting. Dude, don't worry about it. That's what I'm saying. And I'm not like, well, screw Tony. He ain't here. Screw Tony. Dude, I don't care. You're working on your shit, which I respect that. You know what? If someone was like, "Hey, bro, I can't make it. I'm editing these 3 videos I've been working on." You don't got to tell me, just dude, you're good. You're golden. Don't worry about it. Life is life, and life comes first. Responsibilities outweigh all this other shit. That's what life's about. If you have the ability to be here to do this, that's great. Thank you so very much. You don't even need the money. Just get the boat and the hose are free. Most of the time, that's true, especially down here, especially down in the south. For $10, you get anything you want. Anything, anything. Even this guy. I wish I could have a Fanta. I want a Fanta. I don't want the big wine, son bitch. I want a Fanta. I can't have a Fanta. No Fanta for Loki. Wish I could. Oh, bro, thank you. Thank you, drinker, bro. I love your content. I love everything you do, and it is very much appreciated. Thank you, bro. Treat people like people. They're not your wallets. They're not your purse. They're not your bank account. Okay, I get it. You're like, man, I could change everything if I just get this, and that, and I can get a little more attention. I could change my whole life, and I could be a rock star, and I could do this, and I could do that. People aren't your wallet. They're not your saving deposit box. They're not any of that shit. They're people. They appreciate if they appreciate what you do, then be thankful that they appreciate what you do. I've said it before and I'll say it again. This whole thing could change. Loki, I'm going to quit my job and I'm making this amount of money on YouTube. I had a long talk with Snowdub about this last year. I had a long talk with him and I said, look, bro, things can change on a dime. Make sure that before you do anything like that, you are 100% ready to go. I understand why. I understand why he was considering it. Because painting houses suck. Working out on the back of a metal truck, a flatbed truck with a metal bed, it sucks. It's hot, especially in Texas. Manual labor out in the yard all day absolutely blows. You don't want to do it, especially when you get older. When you're young, when you're in your 20s, that's one thing. When you're in your 40s, that's when you're like, I am sick of this shit. I get it. Totally get it. But YouTube can change on a dime. Not only do you have to worry about are people going to keep tuning in and keep doing what they do? You have to worry about YouTube going, you know what? We suddenly don't like anything that you're doing, and we're going to pull you off there. There's a guy I used to watch, and I watched him way back. He used to do Orville stuff. He used to do like an Orville channel. And I remember he was having a conversation in his car. He was in his car and he was like, I'm about to quit my job and I'm about to do this. I'm going to do YouTube in full time. I'm going to be on YouTube full time. I'm going to quit my job and I'm going to go all in on this YouTube thing. And about a year after he did that, YouTube demonetized him. Dude, yes. Yeah, JP. Yeah. JP. YouTube freaking demonetized him and took him off the air. And it was because he shared something that the crew gave him to share. It was and they pulled copyright on him and they shut him down and demonetized him. And it was a bunch of bullshit. He had those people on his show. He had interviewed them or whatever. It's a long time ago, so I might not be remembering everything 100%, but they just shut him down. Do you know how many times I've seen people lose, not just get demonetized, but lose their channels completely? Channel's gone. Boom. But I didn't even get any warning. Well, you had these 3 strikes last night on your stream. So boom, you're gone. And that's it. You're done. But Loki, I quit my job like a year ago. Understand it's tough having a job. Believe me, I've got 3. I've got 3 freaking jobs. It's tough. It's hard. But this could end tomorrow. You are not guaranteed a living here. It's just the way it is. And e-begging and acting like your chat owes you something, that's even worse. Because do you know what's worse than YouTube taking your monetization or taking your channel? It's pissing off and pissing on your fan base so bad that they're like, and they're gone. And they're not coming back. Why? Because you have a reputation for treating them like your own personal piggy bank and like ass. Online should be a side hustle until it's too lucrative to turn away from. Until then, think of it as adding icing on the cake. That's at least what I do. I'm only on X, so I don't attempt everywhere else. Too much energy. When I started doing this, I had absolutely no expectations of money, of subscribers, of people watching, of anything. I did not expect anything. I wanted to get off the couch. For anybody that doesn't know me, I've been in a motorcycle accident. I tore my rotator cuff, broke my collarbone, broke my sternum, had 3 broken ribs, and I tore both biceps. Both of them. And I was out for like a year. I lost my job. And what finally got me off the couch was I want to get up and I want to try and do this in the mornings. I want to start my day off right. Instead of starting my day off in pain, I'm going to push through the pain and I'm just going to get up and I'm just going to do it. And a year later, I got away from someone that was absolutely just wrecking my life 9 ways from Friday. And I got out on my own. And I took care of myself and it was tough. It was hard. I had to pick myself back up from nothing. I did it because I didn't want to be in that situation anymore. If you really want to make this something special, then just make it something special. I want to tell you, this guy and Paulie over at Latino Slant, they are the only reason I can do this today. This is the shoulder that I tore. Those two guys, Adega Outlaw and Paulie, are the only reason I can lift my arm up today. Before, it was that. That was it. I could point. I couldn't get it up higher than that. It would not raise up. That was after physical therapy. It was drawn tight like a bowstring. It just would not do it. And because of those 2 guys, I can do that today. I'm telling you, you guys, you guys can make it happen. Each and every one of you. It just all depends on what you want. But as soon as that turns into subs, money are the 2 most important things, that all that leads to is bullshit. And it's going to wipe you out. Because that's all you care about. That's all that matters is money and subs, money and subs, money and subs. And it will eat you alive from the inside out. The best thing you can do is talk to the people that grace your chat. Have fun with the people that come in, like everybody, when everybody comes in on a Friday. We're all here. Snowdub, Tony, Snacks, Punk Waddle, DJ Ronnie G, all those cool guys that get to hang out on Friday nights here. We just have a good time. We're not on a mission. We're not trying to to talk about the latest Marvel or the latest Star Wars. We're just having a good time. And dude, I'm eternally grateful to both of you guys, Ollie and Adega, because I never thought it would come back ever. I was like, I'm just stuck like this. I take energy pills just to keep the voices away. I take energy pills to get the voices. No, I can't take energy pills. Appreciate the things you have. Appreciate the stuff you've got. Do you know how many records I've got back here? Do you know I started that record collection with like 2 records? They're all over. They're all over the place. They're everywhere. Why? I didn't take them all at once. I didn't buy them all at the same time. I got a little bit here and there. For the people that are like, I want all this stuff. If you try and grab it all at once, everything's just going to slip through your damn fingers. Things take time. Patience. I've said this with Machni a million times. So many times it's like it's never going to go away. It's not a sprint. It's a long distance marathon. And the more you get in a hurry and want everything now, the further behind you get. Because this thing, it's the people that are important. It's the meetups. It's the friendships. I love Mark to death. He was a wrench for me forever. Do you think that because he's not a wrench for me anymore, that we aren't friends anymore? No. I appreciate everything he ever did. I appreciate all the time that he took to tune in the mornings and to be there. Sometimes that's all some people want. It's just a little acknowledgement of that. I appreciate the fact that Jill wrenches for me, wrenches for culture, wrenches for the people she wrenches with. Same with Cotton. These people do not have to dedicate their time to you. It is a privilege that they do for you, not for them. So all you have to do is be like, hey, I really appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate the time that Mark spent wrenching for me. I appreciate the time Jill spends here. I appreciate the time Cotton does when he's here. And Adega and Jedi Master. I don't know why Paulie's a wrench, but fuck it, him too. All that stuff matters. And it should. For the people it doesn't, don't stop worrying about them. Honestly, when I saw that thing with DSP, I was like, how does he have any subscribers? How does he have an audience? If he shits on them like that, how does he? Well, I was going to do the new burger break today, but I haven't had enough money come my way. We never met the goal, so I'm just going to turn this off now because I'm not going to sit here and eat my little chicken nuggets from Sonic in front of everybody and talk to everybody because I'm being a little petty bitch. Maybe next week if we meet the goal. Who does that? You know what, guys? If I ever did anything like that, do not come back and watch me. I'll say it. Just don't come back because I've obviously lost the entire plot and I've lost my mind. I've lost my mind and I don't know where it went if I act like that. So, guys, thank you. Huge thank you today. I can't believe that we've gone over an hour and we have so many good people here. Thank you. Seriously. You guys are the best. And Snowdub says, I've lost my parents, grandparents, aunts, and uncles, best friend, and worst of all, my dogs. YouTube family kept me going in some dark times. So shortly after I started doing content and I started picking myself up by my bootstraps, which yes, that is a real thing. I don't care who says it isn't. Um, I lost my dad in February, right before COVID happened. Um, he just passed out right right in the living room. Was unresponsive, couldn't breathe. By the time they got him to the hospital, they said he'd had a stroke, and boom, he was gone. That was 1 month before COVID started. My mom checked out a year later. Uh, my aunts and uncles are gone. My parents are gone. I have a beautiful, beautiful wife that I love more than anything in this world, who keeps me going every day, who wakes me up beautifully every single day. And I couldn't ask for more. In fact, I would feel like I'd be dishonoring everything I've been through if I did ask for more. Um, there was a lot of stuff, like all the game stuff. A lot of it I kept in storage, and I just prayed that I was going to be able to get to keep it when I moved. I brought it all with me, and it made it. The records I had just started working on. Never thought I would be here. I always thought I'd be struggling and fighting because that's what I did for most of my life. I struggled and I fought for everything I had. There was no time for comfortable because there was always that next bill to pay. There was always that next thing to do. There was always that credit card I had to pay down. There was always something. And to find at least a little bit of contentment in the world, I never thought that would happen, and I have it. So to ask for more, which is what a lot of people want, they're never going to be happy, and that's the thing you got to remember: is the people that always want more are never going to be happy with what they have. They're never going to be content with the things that are presented to them. It's always more. It's always the next thing and the next thing and the thing after that and the thing after that. No sudden movements in front of Eris. You'll thank me for that advice if you ever meet her. Dude, she is a bouncing ball. You know those rubber balls that you're like, that is Eris in a nutshell. And I love her to death. I love her. I absolutely love her to death. The ADHD brain is what she calls it. And I love it. I lost my dad in February 2024. He had a stroke 3 years prior, but had a widowmaker heart attack. So finding positive people like y'all has helped me more than you'll ever know. I never, Dan, I never thought I would like get through a day without thinking about him. And there are times where I'm like, I wish he were here. I wish he could have met my wife. I wish he could have been at my wedding. I wish he could have met her parents because I think that he would have really gotten along with her parents. Um, but at some point in the last 5 years, it went from like a hole in my heart to I remember something and it makes me smile. Or I remember, or I think about, oh, what would have been like if you met Eris? and I'll smile about it instead of feeling it and it just like instead of it hurting, it feels good. I can think about stuff like that and it'll put a smile on my face. Well, obviously, I wish she was here. I wish she was here, and I wish she could have seen everything that I was working for and working towards. And the fact that I'm running around like a chicken with my head cut off again. He said at one point in time, he said the best time I ever saw you have, son, was when you were working full time, 50 to 60 hours a week, and going to school. And I'm like, yeah, I was getting 3 hours freaking night sleep, and that was it. And he's like, well, you were doing good though, because you were working and you were so busy you didn't have time to think about shit. That's true. I didn't have time to think about shit. So rarely do I ever see my family. In the third dimension, a lot of them, frankly, want nothing to do with me. After some significant losses, you guys are my go to for a lot of my human interaction. A lot of us feel that way. A lot of us look at it and feel that way. Most of my family's gone on my mother's side and my dad's side. Um, the ones that do are still around. It's not like they ever reached out or tried to contact me or anything. It was more like the other way around. So I tried, and here I am. It's not my it's not my issue if they're like theirs. It's just the way it is. Classic. What is up, brother? It's good to see you, man. I miss doing the round table. I do. I was talking about that earlier. I miss Klobby and I miss doing the round table. I wish I had more time to do it. Lost my brother and father in the last few years. It was brutal for a while, just getting through the day. Yeah, because you're fighting that. It's in your mind, and you feel that loss. But there will come a time where you're like, you think about something fun that happened, or you think about something you used to do, or you think about something that was said, and you puts a smile on your face. Obviously, it can't be that way for everybody, but for those of us that it is, I just appreciate the fact God gave me a kick-ass dad to have in my life and someone I can look back on and go, man, he busted his ass. He was a military guy. He was a professor. He did all this shit, more things in his life than I could ever imagine. One day, Pat told me, he's like, dude, you've worked everywhere. You worked Chronicle, you worked on trucking, you've done all your medical, you've done all this shit. I'm like, well, I never found anything that I was 100% at home with, except for here, being here with you guys. That feels like home. That feels like something I should be doing. And sometimes I wish I could do more. Wish I could do more, but he had me beat. Boy, did he have me! Just, I mean, I didn't even have a chance. 30 years in the Navy, and then another 20 as a school teacher. And he joined when he was 16. He lied about his age, and he joined when he was 16. So he had two careers, a full life. I could only dream about doing something like that because I've hopped around jobs from day one. It's been like I get bored. I do. I get bored with something and I'm just like, I'm out. I'm checking out. I'm done. I'm out. So long. Farewell. I'm on to do this. For a while, I thought, well, I enjoy trucking. No boss to bug me. No this, that, or the other. Just get A to B, unload, go and do this. I thought that was great for a while until it wasn't fulfilling in any way, shape, or form. I was like, I take people oxygen, acetylene bottles, and boxes of welding rods every day. That's what I do. Yeah, it's a step up from the last job that I had, but which was working at a prison. But it just wasn't enough. So I got into drug counseling. I thought that was going to be it. I thought that was the end all be all. I went to school for it. I went to school while I was working full time. This has got to be the end goal. Turns out it was just a job. It's a job I cared about, but it was just a job. And then I did this for a while. I still do this. Like I said, I'm happy and I'm happy. I'm going to get out of here because I'm just going to keep rambling. If I don't, thank you, all of you, every single one of you, everybody that's tuned in over on X, thanks to Critical Drinker. Everybody over here on YouTube, thank you. The people that come in week after week, we very much appreciate it. Skull, Talk and Roll, Kick Ass, Take Names, Chew Bubblegum, be excellent to each other. Always speak friend to enter. And keep kicking ass. And we'll see you Friday morning for the weekend review. Have a great one, everybody. Now I just got to hit the button to figure out how to get out of here. Oh my God.
These videos are tremendous. Like, comment, and subscribe, and hammer that notification bell.